Hello everyone, it's your Titmov. We are back after a pretty long time. I'm sorry about last week. That was uh, I just forgot to upload, so I apologize about that. I had like nothing to upload, if I'm being honest. I'm just it's better. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well. I have a cut right here, but don't worry, I'm okay. Got an eyebrow slit too, looking pretty sweet. Anyways, we're back. Today I want to talk about my thoughts right now, and especially where I've been in life. Because if you've seen my videos, they're obviously about relationships. In my bio, I've made this account because of a breakup. Um, so I just want to say my thoughts on things that I've noticed or things that I've seen on like TikTok or really just in real life, um, in my opinion. So let's step into that. And this is going to be the upload for this weekend. Um, I should upload another week, or actually, I'm not going to be uploading next week. I'm going to be in Puerto Rico, so I apologize. Um, anyways, let's get into this. So, um, one thing I want to talk about is really just on how people are, if that makes sense. Um, now, when I say this, is when people judge you for the stupidest things. Like let's say you're not book smart, and I know it's a very corny thing to say, me to say this because it's like a very specific stereotype and people would blatantly make fun of other people, you know, just for not having a good grade. Um, and it's mostly because not that people are that like at an immature or at a mature level. Um, and everyone's different. Everyone grows at a different rate, and everyone gains a level of maturity slowly, slowly, slowly. Um, but I want to bring this to my attention because it hasn't affected me, but I began to start getting more annoyed by it. I began to becoming like more irked in a way. Um, so a few weeks ago, my friend, I was looking at my grades. I had like a pretty bad test grade, I'm pretty sure, in like bio or something. And he was like, "Bro, like you're so stupid." I'm like, "Why are we basing?" Or sorry, I said like I'm stupid based off of a grade. And he was like, "Yeah," and I just shrugged it off. Honestly, like it annoyed me because he said that. Because why are we basing off my intelligence off of a grade? And the reason I say this is because a lot of people are smart, and a lot of people think differently and are good in different subjects. Like I'm not that good in bio, but I'm like a genius in fucking history. Um, so I just want to say that, and I hope people understand that not everyone is going to be like a genius at one subject or like at everything. I feel like it's for everyone to learn and grow with over time. Um, and people judge easy, like, and it sucks because a lot of people out there are just being themselves. Like, in my school, people are judged for being gay. And of course, like, it's not a good time in the world to be, like, really talking about this, I suppose. But it comes to my attention because people are making fun of someone for being gay, although they think of it as their whole personality. Now, I think that if you make being gay your whole personality is very different as to thinking of someone who is gay as their whole personality. I think that's different, if that makes sense. But one thing I feel like is like be yourself. You live once. Or sorry, you don't live once. You live every day. You die once. But I feel like if you really want to live to the fullest in your life, you have to be who you want to be every day. Be the change you seek in your own life. And this is something that I've especially grown with over the past few weeks. I've been discovering more about myself, and it has really helped me with this breakup. Um, and I'm gonna get more into that later. That's another topic for the next few minutes. But be yourself, like, and even if it means that people will hurt you or people will look at you differently, be yourself. Like, yes, people may see you as weird, or maybe they see you as um, kind of mean or rude, and maybe that is something that you could change. But I feel like being yourself is the best way to live the fullest in your life. And I think that everyone should learn more about themselves, more about their religion, more about what they like. um, yeah, that's something really big in my opinion. You know, like be yourself, and don't base intelligence off of grades. I feel like grades show your work ethic. I don't feel like they show your intelligence. I'm not the smartest person. I can admit that. And I don't have the best grades, but I do put in work, and I've been putting in more work. So I can say that I've been improving for those haters. Um, so yeah, be yourself. Please don't base intelligence off grades. It makes me so mad. Um, and it will begin to. I feel like this should make more sense. This will make more sense to people as they move on. And secondly, or after that topic, we're gonna move on to this. One thing that I've learned about myself, or that I've been searching up, is Buddhism. Um, and I feel as though going to a religion or switching religion, I forget the word, but doing something that makes you happy is the best way to really control your life. When I first got into Buddhism, which was literally a few days ago, or no, sorry, when I first heard about it and I like switched over was a few months ago, and these past few weeks now I've really been, searching into it, and I feel like this has really helped me in a way to move on from certain things and help me with certain things. Um, and I feel like this is something that everyone should do. Like there are other religions out there. There are other music tastes out there. There's different genres of books, music, sports, like everything. And I feel like people should realize that there's so much diversity in this world that you are so free to do anything you want. Obviously, you can't like rob a bank, but what I'm trying to say is that everyone's different and everyone has their own likes. Everyone is different in terms of race, ethnicity, religion. Um, and I feel like that's an important thing to learn about everyone because people are going to make fun of you for who you are. That is going to be a guaranteed thing. And I know that for a fact ever since I switched schools a few years ago. People will make fun of you. People will talk behind your back just because of who you are. And that's one thing that people need to realize because you can't trust everyone. Maybe you have two real friends that you can trust. And that's how it is for me. Like I have very few real friends that I know I can trust. Um, and uh, what was it? Don't trust everyone. You know, there's so many sayings. There's so many ways you can see on who someone really is. You will start to learn more. Um, and yeah, so really just watch who you trust, be yourself, and learn more about yourself. It's going to help you in the long run, and it will shape who you are as a person. Um, where was I? And that's really what I believe in my opinion. And if you have questions, ask me, tell me down in the comments. Um, I'm not like a master in Buddhism. I'm just starting to get into it, so please don't judge me or judge me. I don't care. But if you have questions, let me know in the comments. And that's really it for today. I hope you guys have learned something from this, and I love all you guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, night, week. And I will see you guys in the future. Peace out.